everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my July wrap-up and my August semi-TBR because I kind of have something I might be doing in August, so let's just get right on into the video. So the first book that I read in July was Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, and I absolutely loved this book so much. My poor movie cover edition is completely just damaged in the front. I just did not take very good care of this copy, but I absolutely loved it so much. I'm pretty sure I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I read this book actually after I had seen the movie, so I kind of knew what was going to happen, and I'd gotten spoiled for a lot of things that happened in the book that didn't happen in the movie on Twitter. And I absolutely love this book so much. So if you're looking for a book about a gay teenager, definitely try this one out. I absolutely loved it. I can't believe, like, I'm probably the last person that's read this book, so there's probably not too many people out there that haven't read it besides me. Well, I've read it now, but if you haven't read it, definitely check this one out. The next book I read this month was The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallaro, and I absolutely love this book so much. This is the third book in the Charlotte Holmes series, and I freaking loved it so much. Like, this is one of my new favorite series ever. Like, I feel like I hardly shut up about it. It's so good. Thank you, Rocky from Blonde with a Book. You're amazing for just like talking about this book all the time and recommending it to everyone because it really is amazing. And I just love this one so much. I think I like this one possibly the best. I still don't know. I think the first one still might be my favorite, but this one's definitely like up there in like my definite favorites. I really love Jamie in this book. I love Charlotte in this book. I love getting to hear from her perspective as well. So yeah, if you haven't read this series, please pick it up. It is so good. The next book is one that I am so glad to have off my TBR that I finally read, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This book, holy moly guys, this book was phenomenal. It was so amazing. It was beautifully written. Just the world and the world building and the story and the magic, it was all so good, so amazing. It actually got me back into Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is like super cool. But I just loved it so much, and I literally cannot wait for the next book in this series. It's going to be amazing. I love her writing style. It's just so good and so accessible for a fantasy, and I love all the characters, and I love all of the magic, and I love just the way that the story flowed. It was done so well, and it feels like it progressed so naturally, and I just absolutely loved it. I love the love interest, I love the romance, I love the fight scenes and everything. I just loved it all. I loved it all. Read this if you haven't read it. It is definitely so good and not overhyped at all. The next book is another one that I'm really glad to have off my TBR, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and I absolutely love this one as well. I think I gave it about a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm still debating whether to give it 4 or 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It might be a 4.5 out of 5. But I just loved it so much. I wasn't even sure if I was actually gonna like this because I'd heard kind of mixed reviews on this one, and then I finally jumped into it and it was just so good and so amazing. And I love the plot twist at the end. I totally saw it coming and it like wasn't surprising at all, but I still loved it, and I still like was screaming and like, oh my gosh. And I just love the characters in this book. They all feel so real and so genuine, and not like just like, you know, like the perfect fantasy characters that are just like so perfect. And I really love the fairies in this book as well. I felt like the fae were done really well in this book. I love that they really stick to sort of like the fae rules, and I thought that that was really nice. And I feel like Holly Black really is like the queen of the fairies because she's just so amazing at writing these kind of fairy books, and I want to read all of her other books now. I'm like super hyped about it. The next book I read was kind of a disappointment. I was really sad that I didn't exactly love it as much as I thought I would. I can't remember if I gave this a 3 or 4 stars. I think it might have been 3, and that is Final Draft by Riley Redgate. I think it actually was 4 stars that I rated this. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure it was 4 stars. And I just had some like mixed feelings about this book. I really did like it, and I read it really fast. I read it in like one night basically, and I just wasn't super into the writing style, and I didn't really like that it was written in like third person. I just thought that that was so weird to have this contemporary written in third person, especially since it felt like it really distanced me as a reader from the characters. I felt like I couldn't exactly connect with them, even though I should have been able to really connect with the main character. I still felt like there was that really big distance between us. And yeah, what I did really like about this book was the representation, and I loved having a fat Latinx main character. I thought that was really nice. I was kind of iffy about the romance. It kind of felt a little forced, a little bit out of left field, and I felt like a lot of the plot lines in this book were kind of left open-ended and weren't really resolved in any sort of like nice, good way. I just felt like everything was just kind of like a loose end, which I didn't exactly enjoy. And the very last book that I read this month was Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I absolutely love this book. If you want to know more of my thoughts about it, go check out my book talk that I just uploaded. I talk very in depth about this book. I try to like not go too spoilery, but by the end I kind of do spoil quite a lot of things in that book, but it's okay. I absolutely love this book. So good. I highly recommend any of Becky Albertalli's books. They're all amazing. Simon, Leah, The Upside, all of them are good, so go check them out. Alright, on to the two books that I'm currently in the middle of reading. And the first one is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I am about, I'm about 40 pages into this book and I'm really enjoying it. I love kind of like the cruel siren sort of thing going on, and like the very like loose retelling of The Little Mermaid, which I absolutely love. And look at Save the Mermaids. And she's not a mermaid, she's a siren, and like the mermaids are kind of like gross and weird. But I love this book so far. I just really need to find some time to read it because I've like been really busy with other stuff lately. So I'm hoping that I'll read this in August and like finish it and tell you guys if I like it or not. And yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I really like the dual perspectives. I really like both of the characters. They're both great. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And the other book I'm reading this month is The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. You can't really see this book very well because just of the way that my phone is on my face, but I think I'm about, I'm about 72 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. I just wasn't in the mood for contemporary, so I had to put it down, and I had to pick up To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, so hopefully I'll get back to this one after I'm done with To Kill a Kingdom. And I'm really enjoying this so far. It's kind of around a 4-star read for me, maybe a 3-star. I really do enjoy it. I just feel like it's kind of cliche, but maybe it'll pick up and maybe it'll be kind of like different or surprising by the end, and maybe it'll have a higher rating. So I'm definitely really rooting for liking this book. Alright, so that was my July wrap up and my kind of halfway August TBR. I'm going to be doing some other things in August, so you'll definitely hear about those in the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!